What began as a cute game where I'm a cat who likes to fish turned into an insane romp through the depths of the shadowy ocean to catch gargantuan fish monsters, like this giant shark, or this dragon, or this abomination, or the king of all fish, which involves intense boss fights with each individual members of his fish court. In order to catch them all, I'll need to buy myself the finest fishing rod, the most powerful ship, and lots of hats. But to achieve all that, first up, I need money, as right now I'm just a cat with a tiny little wooden rod. Click, then release when the rod is swinging. Okay, like this. Oh, that didn't seem very good. Oh, I got a fish. How do I lure it in? I just pull, I guess? Oh, nice. Yes, I had caught my first ever fish, the cuttlefish, which I can sell for $50 whole. After catching another one, I unlocked my first ever quest to try and catch a mustard fish. That's this yellow bugger right here, but unfortunately I'm gonna need bigger bait in order to catch him. Unsure how to secure that bait for now, I decided to just fish in some more cuttlefish. That is until... Wait, can I... Oh, can I use this as bait? Yes, even though the mustard fish had chewed through my cuttlefish, making him worthless to sell, I can throw him back into the ocean to give myself medium bait. This is then sufficient enough for the mustard fish to latch onto, giving us our first medium-sized fish. And while it would have been great to sell him back for a sparkly $450, I accidentally threw him back into the water, turning him into bait. Unfortunately, there are no large fish around here, so my mustard fish ends up reeling in another small fish, making my use of mustard fish as bait a worse investment than my upcoming NFT rug pull, cryptocurrency. On the bright side though, there's this one called a swooper, and it sells for significantly more than the cuttlefish. With that money in paw, I can get my first rod upgrade, taking me from the basic rod to the good rod. And let me tell you, that is a huge upgrade. I need to get... Whoa, my god, that is improved. Oh my god. However, this upgraded range doesn't come without its own problems. Stop going for me. I want a swooper? Stop! I throw some shorter casts to try and pick up some more of the swoopers for the high sell price. Then, if I catch a cuttlefish, I throw it back, which lets me grab my second ever mustard fish. This gives me enough money to buy my first rod upgrade, the diving lure. This also gives me an achievement. In addition to catching every single fish in the game, I'll also be earning all 86 achievements, all because a couple people left mean comments on my Hollow Knight video. In terms of the upgrade, the diving lure will allow our lure to sink quicker, which should help us find some rarer fish. I grab a cuttlefish and try and grab a new medium one when... Oh, I got a new type of fish. Your line broke. Tire the fish out before reeling in aggressively. Oh, there's actual strategy to this? You don't just like pull in? Yeah, since I'm playing on the harder realism mode, I'll have to be careful to not reel fish in too quickly or else they'll break my line. I grab another cuttlefish and then try again. And tire him out. So I'm just gonna pull in like a little bit by little. Oh no, the line's getting red. Okay, just little by little. Tire him out. Yeah, come over here. Yes, 800! Way to go! Oh my god, huge. With that cash in hand, I throw another diving lure onto my rod and cast out again. The problem I'm experiencing now is that I've caught all the fish right in front of me, so I need to cast my line further to try and find any fish. However, then usually a grumper will come along and then eat my bait before I even get the chance to grab something. And the other problem I'm having is that you're not subscribed to my channel. You think you are since you already watched like 3 of my videos already, but you're not. So just go ahead and subscribe already so you can just keep seeing my videos more often and get to your lunch sooner. And also avoid the shorts tab. Just keep them sealed for God's sake! I try to finish a quest I have to catch 3 cuttlefish, but if your fish gets damaged while you're reeling it in, it won't count towards it. Luckily, the damaged fish are still good for bait though, and let me hook up a couple more grumpers. After finally completing a few more quests, which not only gives me money, but also levels me up to level 5, unlocking the lure shop. Attach a rocketeer line to catch your bait further. A rocket? Well, you only get 1, and then it's done? That doesn't seem worth it at all. For 400, I spent $800 doing that. Do you know how many swoopers that is? I catch a new small fish type called the round fin, which sells for the same as the mustard fish, but doesn't require medium bait. I also grabbed the new kingfish. Now, luckily, when you're reeling in fish, they can only be eaten by fish bigger than them. So when I pull in a medium fish, this isn't a problem. Well, it wasn't until... Come on. Come on. No. Where's he going? Where the heck is he going? Oh, he gave up. Oh no, he's eating my fish. No. Oh, dang it, I fought so hard for that. Yeah, grumpers aren't the biggest thing that lie in these waters. After a good while of fishing, I finally earned $10,000, which I can spend on a fancy new rod, the power rod, which is also what I call my piece. This lets me cast the line even further, which is good, as the cost for the rods and upgrades are getting larger, so we need to find some better fish. After a huge new cast, I find a new small fish, the galena, that sells for $900. This gotta be my best throw of all time. Come on. And the stupid barracuda thing. What is that thing called? I forget. Yeah, the grumpers are really starting to get on my nerves. So after catching one in a pure rage, I get enough money to get the gauge upgrade. This will strengthen my line, making it snap less often. Kind of like most people these days who aren't drug dealers or Minecraft YouTubers. Gauge is one of the best upgrades in the entire game though, so you'll be seeing it get a lot of use. I also throw down more diving lure upgrades on my rod, as this will let my bait sink down quicker and not be picked off by as many fish. I just want to catch a round fin, man. Yes, please. No! No, why? Why? Why are you so cruel? I do eventually get another new fish type, the medium beak fish, which sells for $1,200. I finished my round fin quest, giving me a $1,500 reward and get a new quest to buy a rocket. Using this rocket lets me discover a completely new small fish type, an ember. Cool, for $5K, thank you very much. Up until now, I've been scrounging off a $50 cuttlefish for money, which has not really been helping as the cost for the next rod is a staggering $35,000. But knowing that the sell prices for fish further out get exponentially higher, I start striving towards them. I grab myself some large bait and throw a bomb on it. This will murder any fish that get near it, so I figured this would be a great way to scare off some of the evil grumpers and mustard fish that keep going for my bait and get something even rarer. Oh, success is all but guaranteed. Oh no, we scared away the thing we actually wanted! Aw, dang it. But lucky for me, that's not the only large fish in the sea. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, he's putting up a fight. Holy crow. Oh my god, what is he doing? Why is he just going in circles? Oh, okay, I see the lines getting red at, like, when he's at certain points in his circle. Is this a cowfish? A seraph. Nice. 5,800. Not mad at that. My first ever large fish caught. Not long after, I find another exciting new fish. Oh, I have never caught that fish before. Oh, he looks lifeless. Are we sure that he's okay? Are we sure that he's good, guys? 8,400, holy crap. For a quacker. I don't think I read that right. I start making use of the bomb more, as all the low-level fish tend to conglomerate towards the top, giving me a better shot at something rare. And a bomb. Get to the bottom. Oh, I caught a queenfish. Oh, come on. Huge if true. No, don't bite my queenfish. Oh, dang it. 1,200. Oh, that's really not that much. Oh, but now look. Look, all the kingfish are stuck here, so I can just boop, boop all day. Oh, yeah. This is the moneymaker. Yeah, it's just like a boyfriend at Target. Without their queen, the kingfish are completely lost, letting me just fish them up one by one. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is really not making that much money in hindsight. Really, it's just a better, like, bait pool, I guess. All right, we gotta catch a medium fish so we can catch a large fish. Come here, Mr. Mustard. Yeah, there we go. Yes, lure the cowfish. Lure him. Lure him, and then... Oh, no, 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 no! Damn it! Okay, buy a bomb. Now's my moment. Get the cowfish. Get the cowfish so bad. No, that was the thing I wanted! Wait, hold on. Oh, we're so back! We're so back. Is this a cowfish? I don't know. That's a cowfish. Nice. And there's new rod upgrades now. And while the cowfish only sold for a kind of underwhelming $2,500, the experience I get from completing the quest gives me a new rod upgrade. Bait guard. Small fish are unable to eat large bait. Oh, that's huge. I immediately slap that on my new rod, and while it does protect small fish from eating large bait, that's all it does. I was kind of under the impression it would prevent all fish from eating bait that's not meant for them, i.e. medium fish can't eat large bait and small fish can't eat medium bait. But at the very least, this would protect our large bait from these swarms of cuttlefish around me. With our new bait guard, I'm able to reel in rare fish like the seraph and the gawker, putting me at $40,000. And while that's enough for a new rod, something else has caught my eye. Okay, I can embark a boat. Nice. Now equipped with a boat, our little feline can leave the grassy shores and venture out into the water. This is incredibly helpful, as not only does it help us cast our line further and give us control of our cast, but also lets us move the bait left or right while underwater. This immediately pays off as I reel in a new fish worth $3,000. Toss the fish behind you into your boat. Oh, so I go like that. Oh, no. Dang it. What you actually need to do is, since you can't sell fish while on your boat, you need to flick the rod backwards to store them in your boat until you return to shore. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, nice. After that, I get some rod upgrades in the shop. Click to hold the line when casting, enabling shorter or more complex casts. What does that mean? Click to hold the line while casting? What does that mean? You can hold the line when casting. What does that mean? In true Shawnee Do fashion, I wouldn't even figure out what that upgrade does and consequently pretend it never existed. Kinda like that time I bragged on my Instagram about owning completionist merch. As I travel further out, I discover a new blue medium fish that looks rare. I want that blue thing. Yes, I caught a blue thing. Huge. Oh, God. Oh, I didn't see how tight the line was getting. Oh, no. What? Those were 600? 6,000? And this thing's like the not even good version of it? Ah, crap. Okay, those things are valuable. Now, your boat only has a limited number of spots for fish, in this case, 5. And there are a couple bonuses you can get for not just immediately selling each fish. First, you get a $1,000 bonus for having a full boat. And second, for each exotic fish you have, you'll get an extra 10% buff to your boat. What determines if a fish is exotic or not? Could not tell you. Some rare fish are exotic, some rare ones aren't exotic. Some common fish are exotic, some common fishes aren't exotic. It's kind of like how commentary YouTubers choose what videos go on their first and second channels. The criteria is completely arbitrary. They're basically basically exactly the same, and everyone's a little afraid to ask about it. Bombs away! No. Oh, that's a new type of fish, at least. Okay. No, stop biting my freaking fish, man, you jerk! How much was it worth before they took 1,000,000 bites out of it? 18 grand! Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, at this stage of the game, you have very low control of what your bobber does after it lands in the water. So the main obstacle I constantly fight is just not being able to reel in what I want. I want this fish. No! God dang it. But even with my modest pickings, I get enough to afford our next rod upgrade, the Quick Rod. And boy, does it live up to that name. It can also cast much further, meaning if I head to the edge of where my boat is capable of taking me and cast out the line, I can see tons of new fish I hadn't seen before. I toss out a large bait and a bomb just to see what this new power can get me. Okay, that's a new fish. Whoa, where are you going? Where are you going, bud? What the heck? Where are you going? Where? Can I? What the heck just happened? Did my line snap? It did. My line snapped. What the heck was that? I didn't even know you could go that deep. But that single fish was a small sacrifice, as doing that unlocked perhaps the best rod upgrade in the entire game, Flick. Flick is the single key we need to unlocking completely new areas of the ocean, catching insanely rare fish, and finally beating the problem of my line constantly being munched on by fish worth less than Tears of the Kingdom. Unfortunately, I can't yet afford it, which means back to... Come on. Oh, the snowfish! No, he freaking ate it! But after so many failures, I finally have the cast of my life. Come on, the big catch! And it immediately sinks to the bottom with not a single fish biting. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. I'll take anything at this point. Like anything. Okay, that's new. That's new. Just come back uneaten. Yes, a sibling fish. At $20,000, the sibling fish is far and away the most valuable fish I've caught so far, which I was going to desperately need, as the next tier of rod was a huge step up from the current one, costing $180,000. And to do that, I set my eyes back on the blue fish from earlier, the snout fish. Not only would it sell for huge amounts of cash, but I also had a quest requesting it. I forgot to mention this earlier, but there's an achievement for completing 100 total quests, so the earlier I knock these out, the better. While he's really fast, I noticed that he seems to follow a seraph around. So I catch the seraph, and then the snout fish is not only close to the surface, but completely lost, giving me the perfect opportunity to catch him unimpeded. Yes. No. Don't get... Why did you do that? You moron! Now we're both sitting here upset. Oh my god. But with every failure comes a success, as soon after I set my eyes on this large red fish I had seen patrolling the bay. I want this big red guy. Okay. This seems to be going well. Here we go. He's gonna have a fight at the last second. Whoa, a turgeon! I got a big haul back here, man. And it was a huge haul, as my boat sold for nearly $60,000. I used it to buy some rod upgrades, however, I had still foolishly not realized the power that Flick hid behind it, so I skip over it for now. Now that I understand the flow of bait, bombs, and fish, I'm able to secure more rare fish more consistently. Come here. Nice. Oh, I don't think I've caught this yet. I don't think I'm gonna catch it now. No, I'm going to. Yes! A Gregorian! A Georgian! God, I can't read. No! Well, yeah, I did it for the achievement, guys. I did it for the achievement. On the bright side, I did unlock another really good rod upgrade, the improved crank, which lets us reel in the line faster, allowing me to more easily catch resilient and tough fish. I managed to get my medium bait to a spot a good amount underwater where there's next to no fish. Since I'm deep and not being attacked, I decided this is the perfect opportunity to try and grab myself that snout fish that keeps eluding me. Snout fish. Oh, snout fish. Come out, whoever you are. Come on, snout fish. You can't hide from me forever. The shark eats live bait. What? What are the words that you're saying to me? I'm not familiar with such language. After catching some more rare fish, using a bomb, I managed to get my line back to the bottom again. And this is the one. Okay, there's a little tension. It's a little give and go. Come on, little red fish. Come on. Why does he keep doing that? He's like chunking down. That's a really weird way of swimming. I don't know if my rod is strong enough for this, honestly. I can't tell if the other fish is going down or if I'm going up. Okay. We're definitely making a little bit of progress, slowly but surely. Come on! Oh my god, this is taking forever! I think the other fish just went down. I don't think I've made any progress at all. Come on! It's just waiting over... I gotta focus. I gotta lock in. I'm not letting this go. Oh, there's just a bunch of new fish types I'm seeing. Everyone's coming to watch the spectacle. I'm sweating so hard. Are those whales? What the hell? I can't even focus. What's going on? There's like whales all around. What the heck? I can't even... It's like a credit sequence where everybody's coming to say hi. Oh my god. This is torture. This is actually torture. Dang! I'm so close. Oh no! I know I cut that together to be relatively quick, but I had that fish on the line for 3 minutes straight. So to lose it all right at the end was genuinely heartbreaking. To prevent that from happening again, I throw another gauge upgrade on my rod. No, leave me alone, leave me alone. The freaking shark! The shark eats live bait. Wait, I can't pull it back. What's going on? Huge hook unlocked. What? Wait, so the shark's actually carrying my bait deeper? What the heck is that? I can't see the line, really. Oh, okay. I got a big thing on the line, at least, looks like. Oh my god, that is a huge fish. This has got to be worth some money. 12K, hey. I'll take it. Huge hook. Chain fish without recasting. You know, I'm going to wait to do all these huge hook shenanigans till I have my bigger hook unlocked. And to assist in reaching that next rod, I finally caught something I had sought for so long. This is going to be the one time the snoutfish actually. Okay, hold on. Snoutfish! Yes! Get it at all costs. At all costs, get this. Yes! Oh... Finally. Not only did that give me a good chunk of change, that was my 20th quest completed, which unlocks my first tool of the playthrough, the mini-map. This gives me a little map of all the surrounding fish in the top left corner. It's honestly pretty useless as you can only really see what you already see on your screen, but it gives a slightly zoomed out view, so it's at least a little occasionally helpful. I'm able to purchase the Great Rod now, but not able to afford any upgrades for it yet, so I decided to keep using the Quick Rod until I have the cash for some basic upgrades for my new rod. Got this grumper. Now... what if I chain fish without recasting? Boom! We got this. Okay, but I can chain fish, so that's okay. That's okay. Still have my huge hook on. Wait, can I catch the shark? Oh my god, I'm actually catching the shark right now? Oh my god, I didn't even know that was possible. I thought he was gonna like take my thing somewhere. Slow and steady. It's actually going surprisingly well. Come on, I just don't want to let him get too far down. But I don't want to stretch the line too much. Come on. Oh my god! I can't believe that worked! I caught a shark! Wow, that was awesome. What is nightfall? Now that I discovered the wonder of the huge hook, I was addicted and couldn't stop. The fact that you can chain fish means that as long as you're patient, you're basically guaranteed to get a large fish. This helps me immediately fish up another large lad, the Trumbull, grab another Georgian, and finally get another shot at the orange yo-yo bastard who did me in before. Once again, it takes a full 2 minutes of reeling, but eventually... come on, we're so close. Nice. Whew. With the 40,000 I got from this gaggle of large fish, plus the 65,000 from the shark, I finally have enough to finish off the attachment for my great rod, but I'm still too stupid to see the greatness that's right in front of me and flick. With my new rod, I can go even deeper into the ocean, and with another huge hook, I'm able to fish up another new large fish, the fellish. But when I emerge for the first time, it's turned to nighttime. During night, it of course goes dark, but in addition to that, nearly all of the fish have gone to sleep. Because of this, it makes fishing basically impossible during the night. But on the bright side, no pun intended, if we head back to the shore, we can wait through the night until it's morning again. We've still got another rod upgrade to strive towards, so it's time to start bringing in some more large fish, and I pull that off in spades when I reel up perhaps my most frightening catch yet. Anglerfish. Huge! This has got to be worth something, right? It's not even putting up much of a fight. This has got to be worth something. 25K. Don't mind if I do. But even though we're reeling in some massive catches, I soon realized there were even greater things lurking out there. That is a big fish, whatever that is. Jesus, the fish are aggressive today. What the heck is going on? Can't even get my line out for 2 seconds! Yeah, clearly the huge hook can't solve all our problems, but that doesn't stop me from time and time again betting all my luck on it. Alright, Mr. Grumper, find me a fine, catch me a catch, oh, Mr. Grumper. Find me some fish I never seen before. Take me to the depths of the ocean floor. Mr. Grumper, I'll see. Oh, Mr. Grumper, I wanna see the things you won't know. Where the fish only glow. Soon you'll see. And the bottom of the ocean floor. I managed to get my line hooked on a new medium-sized fish, but notice that despite my fish hook stabbing his mouth, he doesn't even seem to notice me. He continues swimming past the red skidder unbothered. I try pulling as hard as I can, but he won't budge even an inch, and eventually my line breaks. I guess I'll either need a stronger rod or a way to distract him from the red skidder. Having caught pretty much all the fish in this area, I spent some time money grinding on large fish, including another shark catch, which gives me enough experience to skyrocket me to level 21. This unlocks the Hat-a-log, and with our first ever hat, the ball cap. This expands our active quest from 2 to 3, which is good because I haven't the faintest clue how to accomplish our current quest. It also gives me enough money to buy our first boat upgrade, the good boat. Not only does this now let me catch 8 fish at once, I can also travel even further from the shore, which should let me finally start seeing some new fish. Is this gonna be new fish? Oh my god. Mustard fish? You're joking! This place is awesome. Whoa, okay, there is actually new fish. Can I get one of these? Yes. Oh, sour fish. Oh, new fish. No, 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 no. I can already tell this place is gonna be an upgrade if the medium fish here sell for $6,000. Soon after, I discover a new large fish, the Chompy. Not only does he sell for $10,000, he also gives me enough experience to push me all the way from level 21 to level 25. It turns night once again, so I decide to try out night fishing. The main problem with fishing at night is that since most of my fish are asleep, there's almost no small fish, meaning getting a piece of medium bait to hook in any rare fish can prove really trying. With the clear waters though, I do manage to finally grab myself this glowing small fish that had been taunting me in the depths this whole time. But of course it gets bitten on the way up. Upon reeling the damaged bulbfish up though, I get a unique message. Catch an undamaged bulbfish to unlock a special lure. I'm making my night's goal to grab a bulbfish now, which can prove a little trying as bulbfish after bulbfish comes reeled up with a bite taken out of him. And even stranger, when I try to reel in just any normal large fish, my line is suddenly attacked. Also, the footage in this section is about to look really discolored since it's both night and dark, and I just wanted you guys to actually be able to see what I'm doing. Oh my god. What's going on here? What is that? What the heck was that? Freaky is what it was. I have no idea what's going on. What is that thing? Why is it not eating my fish? Why is it just like pushing him down? What are you doing? What is your goal? What's your motive? No, I get it. You don't want to eat me. I don't know what you want. Your goal is beyond my comprehension. Stop doing that. Stop it! With no idea what that is, I decide to stay away from larger fish and go back to my bulbfish goal. Come on, 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 come on. No, 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 no. Light bulb lure. I had now unlocked the light bulb lure, and it's exactly what you think. A little light bulb I can attach to my rod for $1,000 that will give me light underwater. Since this is only one-time usage per purchase, it's a little pricey for now, but it is essential for basically every single cast from here on in, as the ocean is big, and the parts that have light are a very small segment of that. Annoyed by the giant red behemoth constantly grabbing my bait, I decide to head back to daytime where I can test out a new ability I unlocked, swimming. Yes, our very own kitty can actually hop in the ocean and grab fish himself. This is an almost entirely useless feature, but doesn't he just look so cute? Even though our new good boat can go out further than our basic boat, the cast of fish is still pretty much the same, bar a few occasional exceptions. But I start feeling really stuck as the cost of upgrades are sky high, and the fish I'm reeling in are the same low-level cronies I've been reeling in since I booted up the game. So I do what I should have done in the first place, look it up on Reddit. And the biggest thing I learned is that there are two important rod upgrades I should be using, Sinker and the almighty Flick. Both of these are upgrades you slap on your rod and never take off, as they are near requirements for being able to even play this game. First up is Sinker. Sinker changes the default behavior of your rod. Typically, if you're not reeling in and a fish isn't on your line, your hook will just stay wherever it is. Of course, it will move down the arc of your cast, but after that, nothing. This limits you to only going as deep as you can throw in a quarter circle, which is extremely constraining. However, Sinker changes that behavior to be that your bait will sink whenever it's not being pulled in. This means for the first time, I can go deep into the ocean without the need for a huge hook. This upgrade is a requirement to get down to probably 80% of the fish in the game. The second one, the almighty Flick, is the one that gives you actual mobility while underwater. By clicking control, you can flick your hook towards your cursor, allowing you to weave through these swarms of fish trying to suck up your valuable bait. Using the two, I'm able to finally pick up this glowing blue fish that had been eluding me for so long. It turns night again, but this time is a little different, as the scenery behind us is pelted with rain and lightning strikes down. Yes, this is our first storm, which is a rare chance of occurring during night. There's some storm-exclusive fish that we can catch now, like this giant yellow one called the Stormy. And since storms aren't all too common, I decide to go for him. I managed to hook it up using a bulbfish, but right as I'm about to pull him in, disaster strikes. Whoa, no, what are you doing? What is this guy doing? Why are you involving yourself in this? Stop! Stop it now! This is really angering me. Stop! Stop! You're not involved in this at all. Thank you. Are you joking? Dude, I just got back up! What business is it yours if I catch a goddamn fish? Let me catch my fish in peace. Go, please go quick. Go, you gotta go quick. Come on. Come on. No, I don't want him coming back. What is this now? Can't I catch a break? What? I wanted to catch that thing! God dang it! Great, now I have this thing I've caught 1,000,000 times. As bad as this feels now, trust me, it's going to feel 10 times worse once I realize not only how rare the Stormy is, but also how many dang hours I would spend trying to hook him up again. That giant redfish that brings down your bait is infuriating. I mean, I don't get tilted at games a lot, but whenever something like that happens that just undoes your progress that you have seemingly no control over, I just rage. This guy is such a jerk. Do I get to play the game now? Or are you just gonna do this to me all day? Because I'll wait, but this is just so unfun. Can I play the game, please? Thank you. Nope, don't get to play anymore. Okay, now I just get to watch This is the viewing portion of the night. That's awesome. I wait until daytime and then go to the edge of where my boat takes me and cast as far as I can. This lets me discover a couple new, mostly unremarkable fish like this pufferfish. Using flick, I can finally catch that bluefish that was distracted by the red skitter until now. I then catch the red skitter itself, which boosts me to level 35, allowing me to hold an additional active quest. After some grinding, I had finally gathered up enough money to buy the master rod for $300,000. But that wasn't even the worst of it, as when I went to look at the prices for the upgrades on the master rod, they had been wildly inflated. Flick, $32,000. Sinker, $50,000. Bait guard, $76,000. To get this rod ready for use, it was basically going to be the price of a completely new rod. If I ever wanted to afford that, I was going to need to find a fish like no other. A fish bigger, stronger, and rarer than anything else in the ocean. A fish so rare we can clickbait it in a YouTube thumbnail. It was time to conquer the tiger shark. Oh my god. Are we about to get this? Are we about to get this? Are we about to get this? This thing's huge. No way. No way. Hey. No. 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 Come on. Oh my god. This is such a huge fish, man. I can't mess this up. Oh my god. This fish is huge. Oh, no, 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 no. I saw that go way too red. Come on. Come on. Yes. 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 85K. Holy crow. Oh my god. Oh yeah, throw that onto the trolley. And soon after that huge pickup, I find a stalker letting me finish off one of my quests. I see a giant swordfish in the waters as well, and decide to try and bait him out. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, this swordfish doesn't want any part of my bait for whatever reason. Okay. It's kind of weird. No matter what I do, I just can't get the swordfish interested in my line. He doesn't even seem to open his mouth. I table it for now as I've got a completely full boat. And with the tiger shark in there, I know this is going to be one of my biggest hauls yet. Yeah, 150K. That felt good. And we got a new quest. Catch a bug. With my pockets flush with cash, I'm able to fill out the upgrades to the master rod and can now switch to the best rod in the game. With my new rod in hand, I find a new giant looking shark in the dark part of the ocean who seems completely uninterested in any sort of bait I throw in front of him. Instead, just following this bulbfish around, repeatedly kissing his butt. A relationship you may be familiar with if you've ever watched an internet anarchist video on Moist Critical. I try dangling another bulbfish in front of the shark, but no, he only has eyes for the ones in front of his mouth. So I flick that one off and quickly go to bait out the shark's bulbfish. Whoa, I got the big guy on my line. Oh, huge. A maw. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna risk this accidentally not going into my boat. The maw is by far the most profitable fish I've ever caught, and it gives me so much money that I'm able to skip past the next boat upgrade in the speedboat and go straight to the dark boat. Oh my god. Look how far out I can go now. Wonder if I can catch different fish now. Might as well get something small on the line while I'm here. Whoa, what's that? I gotta get a medium fish. Okay, this is my new limit. Whoa, what's that? There's like a rocket ship in the background. Whoa, a clownfish. That seems cool. These are all new fish types. Whoa. I definitely got access to a new biome now. Now, in a brand new biome, there were tons of new fish to catch, and I mean it this time. Within just a few seconds of being here, I fish up the completely new conga and tetra. Then, using my bait guard, flick, and sinker in combination with a master rod, I'm able to get my rod all the way down to the floor of the ocean. I'll take that. I don't know what that is, but I will take it. What the heck is that? There's like coral. Whoa. Oh, come on. If I can't get it with the master rod, then how am I ever supposed to get this? Okay, I think we got him now. The gupper goes in the boat for a cool 16,000, and then I discover my first hat. Unlike the baseball cap that I earned, most hats in the game are just floating around the ocean and need to be reeled in like a fish. But not only is that a hat, the seer hat I found is a legendary hat, which gives me an achievement. The actual hat's effect, though, is not so good. Hat has an okay synergy with an upcoming upgrade we call the radar. But for right now, we need to finish 10 more quests to unlock it, making our new hat pretty much useless. Luckily, on my next cast, I find another hat in the mechanic hat. This one discounts all upgrades and attachments by 25%, which is by no means amazing, but at least does something. To the Seer's hat's credit, though, it does sell for a cool $65,000, which feels really good. But after that, I would find my first truly game-changing hat. Start with a medium bait every cast. Wow. Holy crow, that's pretty good. Yeah, I haven't been showing much of it, but having to constantly be grabbing new small fish to stick on your line is taking up huge amounts of time. Like, I was just constantly trying to find new small fish for bait before, like, every single cast. This bait hat is a lifesaver. What's this? This is a hat? Okay, it looks like a hat. What the heck is it? Like a bait ball. What? It was just a rock? Aw, dang it. Truly the peak of human intelligence here. I'm looking through the catalog at my many fine fish we've caught when the entry for the swordfish catches my eye. It uses its long nose to spear small fish once they are hooked. Okay, so maybe I just need to try dangling a live fish in front of him, but when I do that, he still seems completely uninterested. Strange. Okay. On the bright side, I'm able to catch the new large fish, the spotter, and the bagoo, completing a quest. I give the swordfish one last go, and this time I use a pufferfish. I figure since it's puffed up on the line, maybe the swordfish's nose could get stuck in it. Okay, there he is. Oh, I got him. Nice. Oh, okay. Wait, no, he's got tension. Oh, no, come on. Oh, duh, it's the pufferfish that he has to pierce. Okay, come on. Oh, no, no, no. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, no. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Oh, don't push it. Nice! Feeling like I've nearly caught all the fish in this area, I decide to go low into the sea, where I realize the stones I previously thought to be the floor are actually the entrance to a cave. I can lower my bobber down here, and oh my god, there's so many fish in here. This is gonna be a long video, isn't it? I can move my boat to move the thing. Whoa, look at that! Oh, nice. Oh my god, this is a toughie. Okay, now I gotta get him out of here. I'm trying not to hit the sides. I don't know if that's like a thing that you have to do, but the explorer hats. Your sinker will sink a little deeper. 50k. Okay, I should probably get that. The explorer hat is actually only one of a few in the entire game that story requires, as the extra depth it gives your sinker allows you to explore a whole myriad of fish that would otherwise be unavailable to you. I also grab another invaluable hat that day, the battery pack hat. When equipped, this hat extends the light time of your bulb to a staggering 40 minutes, which is really useful for tougher catches. You can also go back to the shore, sell your other hat, and equip the light bulb, and then put the other hat you want back on for free 40-minute bulbs, which makes it invaluable. After finding some new fish, I've gathered up the funds for our next boat upgrade, the luxury boat. The extended range lets me go all the way down to the rocket ship and allows me to access our third biome, the coral reef. I catch some new, rather insignificant fish until encountering my first large fish of the area. Okay, I'll take that. That's new, at least. I see his goal. He's trying to get to the bottom of the ocean floor. Well, not today, buddy, because if he gets to the bottom of the ocean floor, he can snap my line. Come on. It's a good fight. But I think I might lose. I feel like I'm losing this battle overall. Come on. I mean, I guess I need a stronger line. Jeez, I thought I had enough gauges. Okay, the music got happy again. Come on. Oh, baby. Come to Papa. A 16k for a swaller. Let's go. But things don't go nearly as well when I'm trying to fish up another large fish in the area. Okay, I'll take this. Not sure what it is, but I'll take it. Oh my god, even with the additional gauge, this thing is giving me more trouble than anything else before. Oh yeah, there's no way. Yep, he got me. Yeah, even with our master rod and 3 gauges, some of these fish are still too tough for us. In order to combat this, I add 2 upgrades to my rod called Improved Crank. This increases my reeling speed, making it easier to reel in fish that are fighting back. This starts my main upgrade build for the rest of this run. Flick, sinker, 2 improved cranks for reeling speed, 2 gauges for line strength, and then swapping out the last 2 upgrades depending on the fish. But right after our previous failure, I managed to discover a new large fish that holds something truly incredible. 100k! Oh my god, I gotta catch more of those. Holy crap, 100k, oh my god. I also discovered these 3 little white fish who seem to follow my line but refuse to bite. Weird. I head down deeper and deeper and discover that below the reef, there seems to be a complex cave system with tons of fish hiding down here. But both navigating it and fighting with the fish is extremely trying. It starts stormy again, so I attempt to look for another stormy, but to my chagrin, it doesn't spawn. Instead, I get to deal with this giant Noctis fish stealing my line again. I hate you so much. In the morning, I head back to the cave system below to explore, where I find a whole school of fish that are almost certainly dead, and this sleeping fish that I can't seem to wake. Recently, right below my line, I've seen this huge fish, but for whatever reason, he'll only bite my line when I don't have a light bulb on the line. So I head down into the waters with a huge hook and no light bulb, trying my best to see through the sprawling darkness of the ocean. Okay, we got him on the line. Pay attention this time. Oh, that guy's there too. I'll come back for you too. Go very slow and steady. 2 pixels of the line that I'm able to see, and I'm using both of them to the best of my ability. Can't even see any of the line now. Just kind of like going off instinct. God, this is such a slow process. Going as slow as I possibly can. I can't see anything. Oh my god, come on already, please. Oh, it went red again. Oh my god. Please. Please, God. Come on. Come on. Please. I can see it like out of his mouth now. And it keeps going really red. Finally. Oh, yes. Throw that on the boat. Nice. And with that, I had reeled in my 4th huge fish. My plans to fish up every single rare fish in the ocean were materializing more and more every single day. But it seems that my dreams are starting to go too far as I fish up my 2nd Torby for huge profit, but then learned that it was the last Torby in the entire ocean. Yes, seriously. No more Torby would spawn for the rest of my entire time playing this game. My menacing little cat had forced an entire species to go extinct. In a foolish attempt at greed, I was slowly ruining the environment. Oh my god, I'm Kitty Jeff Bezos. In an attempt to clear myself of my sins, I start fishing a rock. I mean, it's just a rock, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's not like it can ruin the world just fishing up a rock. But no matter what my intent was, the insidious nature of my cat could not be shed, as the rock only attracts a new type of fish to my line, the bombat. And even worse, it fishes out a quest I had needed to complete, putting me ever so closer to the radar, where I could view every fish in the ocean and be able to pick them off one by one. I was truly the villain of this universe. But on the bright side, woo, look at all this money I made. I also fish up a completely new hat, the Nightfall cap. This makes it so it's always nighttime when you wear it and causes more frequent storms. Not a cap for everyday usage, but boundlessly useful when I need to catch fish that only spawn in specific conditions. Speaking of, it was nighttime again, and feeling powerful after my last wins, I decided to finally take on my true nemesis, the Noctis. Oh, no way. How would you ever bring him home? Oh, like that, I guess, mostly. That would be my main guess. I'm trying to move to the right too so that I get closer with him, even though he's like swimming farther away. I don't know if that works or the game works like that at all, but come on, Mr. Noctis. Come on. No, dang it. Even with all my power, the Noctis was still too much for me. But now I had a new plan. You see, the Noctis will definitely best me when it comes to trying to reel him in. I mean, he just has so much strength over my line that eventually he's gonna win out. But what if I didn't try to fight with him on the line? What if I tried to make the time he was on the line as short as humanly possible? So instead of seeking the Noctis out like last time, I decided to hold my large bait right at the surface and wait for him to come to me. Then I wouldn't have to struggle with a whole long fight with him. I could just immediately pull him to the surface. And eventually my plan pays off. Oh, it's just that simple, folks. 250k. Thank you. It's just that simple, folks. Yeah, this technique, which I've dubbed fish baiting, ends up becoming one of the key strategies to cat goes fishing. Fighting with fish on the line is very difficult, as their movement is sporadic and usually your line can't take it. However, luring the fish to the surface with your bait and then just hooking it in for 2 seconds at the top means you barely even have to fight with the fish, making everything much more consistent. I'm really wanting to unlock the radar now, so I equipped the Nightfall cap to hopefully bring on some storms to catch a stormy and knock out that quest. However, after a good long while of waiting around, no storm comes, so I head back to the shore to sell off my fish. The Noctis made this a huge haul at $300,000, which gives me the $1.5 million I need to buy the final boat in the game. With this boat upgrade, I can go way further than I ever could have before. In fact, this boat upgrade doubles the amount of ocean that I have access to. Yes, even this far in, I had barely begun. There's even a new sell station on the other side of the ocean, as going back to shore is literally so far and takes so long that they needed to give you another way to sell off your catches. While the biomes before would slowly introduce more and more new fish, this is the first time that the lineup of fish is completely unrecognizable from the previous one. Now there's a blossip, a swarm of piranhas, these guys with funny nose hats, and a system of caves even larger than the last one. And deep in these large caves, I managed to find a school of whales. Upon fishing one up, I learned that this is the old cusper, a fish that's been in my quest log for so long. The main obstacle I need to constantly fight in this biome, though, is those aforementioned piranhas. How is there so many? How could there possibly be so many? Oh my god, that was insane. After fishing up tons of new and admittedly very valuable fish, I realized something. Now that I have the most powerful rod, the most powerful ship, and every rod upgrade I could ever desire, money was completely useless to me. Seriously, besides bombs, light bulbs, and the occasional huge hook, there was nothing even left for me to spend my money on, which meant it was time to hunker down and start the process of catching every single fish in the game. Now, from here on in, the catching conditions for most of these fish are going to be extremely specific. No longer will I be able to just cast out my line and wave the bait in front of them to get these fish to bite. And this is where the true difficulty of cat goes fishing comes into play, as the things you need to do before even catching these fish are absurd. They're often huge prerequisites to catching them that you would never ever figure out in a million years. And nowhere is that more apparent than in the first fish I try to tackle. Since I need to catch every single fish in the game and also complete 100 quests, I decided to only tackle fish that I have the quest for, and thusly start with the bonefish. The bonefish is that sleeping fish we saw earlier deep in the caverns below the reef. And the way to wake him up is not all too difficult. We just need to explore a bomb near him and the sound will wake him up. There are 2 rod upgrades that relate to bombs that greatly assist in this, and will also end up being included in my primary rod lineup for the rest of the game. First, you have Detonator. This lets you right click to choose when to detonate your bombs, as opposed to before when they're just triggered by any fish coming for your bait. Secondly is the bomb stack upgrade, which allows you to carry 5 different bombs on your line at once. Now you may be thinking, well, okay, that should be pretty easy then. With 5 whole bombs at your disposal, getting down to the ground and making sure just one single bomb explodes near the bombfish should be a cakewalk. And yes, it would be if not for the bomb bats. You see, bomb bats are these stupid little blue blue fish with one interesting quirk. They're insanely attracted to balls. If you have a rock or a bomb on the line, the bomb bat will fly in like a heat-seeking missile onto your bait and immediately explode it. And of course, the cave where the bonefish is just covered in bomb bats. Since the bonefish is so deep down, by the time you get down there, bomb bats have exploded every single bomb on your line, leaving you none left to wake up the bonefish with. But let's say that somehow you're able to get down there. Bomb bats ate your first 4 bombs, but you've still got 1 left to wake the bonefish. This still wouldn't work, as bomb bats have another interesting quirk. For whatever reason, when a bomb bat grabs onto your bomb, upon the bomb exploding and the bomb bat dying, he's shown through a layer of your bait, making it 1 smaller. Meaning that even if 1 bomb bat grabs onto your line, you have to start over, since the bonefish is a large fish and thusly requires large bait. On the bright side, every time you explode one in the mouth of a bomb bat, it does die, but there are just so many that hardly seems to matter if you thin them out. So to get down there, there's 2 things you need to accomplish. 1, detonate your bombs right before the bomb bat latches on, which kills them and keeps your bait safe. And 2, get down there with 1 bomb remaining. Okay, there's all the dead fish. They're gonna be coming in droves. And they did come in droves, and then they broke my line, and then I cannot overstate how fast the bomb bats come at your line. It is insanely hard to keep them off. And if they latch on for even a second, boom, there goes your bait. Start over. In all my many attempts though, I do manage to find the Quester's Beret, which gives us 2 more active quest slots. This will be an incredibly useful hat later on. I am in this grind for a straight 40 minutes until finally, I think I've killed every single bomb bat in the area. Damn! I was so close! I continue on until eventually I'm able to get my rod close enough to the bonefish, and in a rapid panic, explode all my bombs too close to him, and boom, I've killed the bonefish. This is pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie to you. But there is 1 more bonefish to the left of him. Thankfully, since it's in the same cavern, all my progress killing those bomb bats wasn't for nothing. I explode the bombs far enough away to wake the fella, and I am completely successful. This is my chance! Okay, here he is. Come on. Yes. No. Yes. Come on. No. Where'd he go? Oh no, we got scared. Crap. Okay. There was like 2 seconds where I was able to hook him. All right, Bonefin, you're mine. And no. I killed him. Dang it. Damn it. Okay, there's another one here. They're getting progressively further and further into this cavern. Come on. Okay, following. Come on. I'm right there with you. Come on, Mr. Bonefish. Oh yeah, I'm standing right next to you, buddy. I'm right next to you. Yeah. Yes. Please. Oh, I'm not losing this. I can't lose this. I actually can't. Okay, I'm moving to the right. I'm moving to the right to try and make him closer. Come on. Oh my god, we're so close. Yes! Oh my god, that took so long. That took like 2 hours or something like that. The final time was 55 minutes, but me saying 2 hours just goes to show you how torturous of an experience this was. Next up was the hammerhead. No, I'm not just saying that funny, that's its actual name. Contrary to the previous one, this one's not all that complicated. It's just a simple, straight, huge hook catch, similar to the tiger shark. But because he's so easy to get hooked, that doesn't mean he doesn't put up a heck of a fight on the line. Come on. Yes. Okay, we got him on the line. Oh, this is quite the fight. Oh, he keeps turning around. Oh. That was huge. Come on, it's Shawnee's day. I really think it is Shawnee's day. Next up, it was on to the Akuma. This fish, for most purposes, is just like a traditional medium fish, with the only exception being that they're scared of light bulbs. And unlike the Moga, they're deeper down, meaning hooking them up can be quite difficult. But this one goes down with just 5 minutes of attempts. I head back to shore for some new quests and set my eyes on the cave shark. This is another one of those cases where actually hooking the fish isn't all too difficult. All you need to do is get a rock on the line and then attract a bomb bat. This can be used as bait to attract the cave shark. But that's hardly the challenging part of the cave shark. Oh, that's a bone shark. Oh, okay. We got the cave shark. I guess this is what we needed. This thing is huge. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not quite sure how to get you out of here. Is this... Okay, that's a rock. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so close to losing it. Holy crap. Oh my god. Oh, no. And I failed the quest. It was here I learned that if you get your quest target on the line and then fail to reel him in, you will completely fail the quest, which may have been a blessing in disguise as I had no chance of reeling that in. But if my embarrassment there wasn't enough, I also have another storm pass me by with no stormy spawn. And so with my tail between my legs, it was time to move on to the only quest I had left, and one of the hardest fish to catch in the game, the dragon. The dragon is this giant behemoth snake that you've probably seen swimming around in some of my footage. For a fish this legendary, there is of course an insane insanely complicated way to catch him. First off, the dragon will not latch onto traditional bait. In fact, if you let him get to your hook normally, he'll just eat your bait, sending your hook all the way back to the surface. Instead, what you need to do is carefully lure the dragon into the cavern down here. This proves exceedingly difficult for many reasons. Firstly, just outrunning the dragon is hard as he's extraordinarily fast. No. Okay. Come on, go. I'm flicking as fast as I freaking can. While you might think that flick is basically a cheat code here, and don't get it twisted, it's a requirement for the dragon. It's not reliable as you might think. See, the more times you use flick in a row, the less effective it becomes. While you might go a huge distance the first time you flick, on your second and third flicks, you'll barely go anywhere. If you want to be able to perform another mighty flick, you'll have to wait a couple seconds for your flick to recharge. After a good amount of attempts of this, I decide to head back to the shore to change out my hat to something more useful, as the side of my bait hardly matters for this. I don't have a ton of hats that really apply to this scenario, so I land on the trilby as it makes my boat faster. This should at least make my shifts from left to right a little easier when I'm underwater. However, it hardly achieves my desired results. Damn! What the freak am I supposed to do? Dude, what? Am I missing something? After a good while of practice, I eventually come up with this little circle technique. You see, you reel up much faster than you sink. So, if you keep flicking to the side and then reeling up, you'll be able to put some distance between you and the dragon while also regaining your flick. He, of course, gains on you once you start heading down, but then you can just flick and start the whole circle over again. After 40 minutes of attempts, I'm able to lure the dragon down to the cave that I need him at. Now, all I have to do is... What? No, the dragon! That was the whole point! That was the memo, and what's supposed to happen is that once I bring the dragon over to the memo, she gets scared and flees. But I guess I need to lead the dragon in there before my own hook, somehow. Which is no easy feat in and of itself, as the circle method doesn't really work once I enter the tight corners cavern. So I just need to go as fast as possible. Oh yeah, okay. You're mine, dragon. What? Where are you going? Oh, I went too fast, I guess. Oh, shoot. Okay. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? No! The stupid piranhas are driving me crazy! No! Who are you? Who gave you the right? Who introduced you into the equation? No! Why do you keep losing interest, you goober? I'm trying to do something here! Who? Hey, no. But finally, I managed to bring the dragon back to the Mammo cave. Go, dragon. Do your stuff. What is the point? What? That's the whole, what? I did it! I actually did it! What? What did I do wrong? Still, to this day, I have no idea what I did wrong here. But after 10 more minutes of trying, I managed to get the dragon back to the Mammo cave, and this time it actually scares her. This allows me to do the real thing we came here for, grab one of Mammo's eggs. These eggs are the only thing that work as bait for the dragon, and now that I had one, all we had to do was get out of this cavern and catch this stupid serpent. We got the egg, boys. We got the egg. I'm gonna hook him at the last second. That way I don't have to pull him all the way up from here. Okay, we have him on the line. We have the dragon on the line. Uh-oh. No! And my game crashed! You're joking! It crashed my game! That can't be real! That actually can't be real! I finally did it! That can't be real! That actually cannot be real. I am so upset right now. The forces of God and nature are attempting to prevent me from catching this stupid fish! But I wasn't gonna let that stop me, because I was going to catch that dragon. Yes. The egg is mine. No. Okay, no. Okay. Somehow, all worked out. I don't know what happened, but it all worked out in the end. Okay, I have the egg. The egg has been secured. Now, where's this stupid dragon? I see him. Okay. Yes. Yes. I am a fishing god! 3 million cash money, buddy. But the journey isn't over, as now with the Mammo's egg gone, we need to quickly move in to try and catch her, or else we'll have to repeat this entire process over again. Oh, it's okay, buddy. I'll bring you to your sweet demise. Oh, it's so sad. I feel bad. Well, I mean, I guess not that bad, because I'm gonna fish him up and then sell him, but he's so sad. Oh my god. Then for our next quest, I just need to catch a blooper, which is a super easy medium fish I can lure up in just 2 seconds. Oh my god, all this time later, I can finally unlock the freaking sonar. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the sonar absolutely sucks. What we really want is the deep sonar, as that's going to actually, you know, do anything at all instead of just showing some blurry blobs close to the surface that I can already see with my 2 eyes. But that is unfortunately still 10 quests away. So back to the quest grind for me. And just my luck, the quest I get is to once again hook the cave shark. Now this time the key is to...
Okay, there's the bone shark, and there's the cave shark, and I instantly lost it. And I instantly lost it within 2 seconds. I instantly lost it. Just within 2 seconds, boom, done.
Well, that's okay. Even if I don't have the quest, I can still give it one more try. No! And the next quest is immediately the cave shark again, so the suffering can still not end.
You got him in a good spot? Okay.
No.
New quest. Catch 1 cave shark. Okay, I understand. You want me to catch a cave shark? Okay. Let's go over here. Okay, 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 let's go over here. Okay.
I decided to take a break from the cave shark before I literally snap a hole in my keyboard and go for the yin instead. You may remember the yin from earlier as that smallish white fish who would follow my line but never bite it. That's because the yin has unique conditions for it to be caught. It needs to be reunited with the yang. The yang starts all the way on the farmost left side of the map near the shore underneath the caverns. You need to guide the yang all the way over to the yin, which is a decently long journey. The yang's pretty good at following the bait. The harder part is just not getting eaten by any larger fish on the way there. It's a little less involved, but after just 5 minutes of attempts...
Okay, they gotta be... Oh, yes. Awesome, I caught one. Oh, amazing. Oh, they still fight. Okay, they still fight. We're learning. We're living and we're learning. Oh.
I managed to get the yang over again and now can finally... Oh, come on. On my next attempt while reeling the yin up, I decided to use the sonar to swerve the fish away from any and all competing fish. This works pretty well actually, and I can grab myself a yin. But after that, it was back to the cruel slog of cave shark farming. Attempt after attempt until I finally spent 2 straight hours trying to catch this thing. But after all that time, finally, it was my turn to succeed.
Come on. No way. No, it's not possible. Is this really happening? Please. This can't be. It can't be real. This can't be happening. No way. Yes. Oh my God. That was awful. Yes!
Next, I throw in the Quester's Beret as the Stormy had eluded me, and the Magnolav might just be the hardest fish in the game, so I'm going to put that off until later. This opens up a quest to catch a Yang, which I am very well practiced at by this point. While that does complete a quest, it opens up the way for just some truly horrible news. I get the Steam achievement for completing 25 quests? That's it? That's all I've done so far? On the bright side, I've given some rapid-fire easy quests in the Stankfish, the Angle, the Mizzy Fin, and the Baby Jaw. I'm even able to catch a relatively rare fish, the Josie. Usually, this fish is extremely hard to find since it doesn't stick to one biome, but I just so happened to find it near the surface, so I fished it up. With all those quests completed, I finally done enough that I can unlock the deep sonar.
Still nothing. What? Really?
Yes, even though the deep sonar not only works in deeper waters now, and also shows in-depth models on the radar so you can tell exactly what every fish is, it still doesn't work in the furthest section of the sea. Well, why is that? Well, it's because I was actually lying to you earlier. You see, while the Collier is the final, most powerful boat in the shop, using the wiki, which has the unfortunate burden of still being on fandom, there's one more boat upgrade we can get. But in order to get that upgrade, I would first need to catch a new fish called the Phase. The Phase is similar to the Yin and Yang fish in that I found him in this little red fish here, but we're not able to catch him yet. You see, I need to find his other blue half as well and lure them together using my rod. While they shift back and forth, you can see for like half a second when they cross over, they become one single fish. You need to make sure you're putting the bait into the fish's mouth the second they merge and boom, you've caught the Phase. He doesn't put up much of a fight after that, which is good because this is deep down in the caverns. Upon reeling up the Phase, I am now given the actual final boat upgrade, the Tech Boat. It cost a staggering $5 million, but thankfully with all the rare fish I've caught so far, I have more than enough to afford it. The Tech Boat does a few different things. Firstly, like I said, it helps you use the radar anywhere you go, which is extremely helpful. Like, oh my God, so helpful. If I'm being honest, for like 80% of the rest of this playthrough, I wasn't even looking at the screen, just the sonar. It's so helpful in knowing that if there are any fish you need to avoid, how to position your hook to get through the caverns, where to find certain fish. My goodness. Like, I'm being serious when I say this. It makes this game like 10 times more fun. I seriously don't think I would have beaten this game without it. My biggest note to the developers would be to give us this earlier. I mean, I know it's stupid powerful, but for the past 8 hours, I just felt like ramming my head into a wall because catching some of these more difficult fish fish was just pure torture. The other thing the tech boat does is just be the strongest boat in the game. The distance you can travel with it isn't even comparable to the collier. I think it once again doubles the distance, meaning yes, there are tons of new biomes to explore and lots of new rare fish to catch, like this one that I discovered at the depths of the furthest point on the map called the Tart. And the good news doesn't stop coming, as hours after searching for one, the promised day is finally upon me.
The Stormy! Yes. I'm not missing out on this thing. Come on. Why won't he bite on? Huh? Why won't you bite? Okay, I mean, I'll make it a large bait. Why not? Is that more enticing to you? No, where'd he go? Where'd he go? He sped off. What do you mean? Oh, wait, is that him? No, that's the hammerhead. What? Oh, wait, that's him. It looked like him. There he is. Okay. Why can't I catch him? Does he just have like a really small area of effect? Yes. Stormy finally caught. Oh my god. Thank God.
With that chapter closed, for the first time since I started this game, there was no lingering quest sitting in my log, and I could proudly move on to the new biomes my tech boat unlocked. First up was the jackfish. Actually, catching the fish is pretty easy. The hard part is getting to him. He's stuck way deep inside what's known as the kelp labyrinth. There's tons of pesky fish guarding the entrance trying to steal your bait. If you manage to get past them all and enter the labyrinth, then you have to scoot your hook around the tiny halls. When you finally reach the jackfish, it becomes a balancing act of trying to finagle your fish and the line between the walls. While I'm able to fish up the first one no problem, getting the other two required for the quest proves more trying, as they are constantly just nuking themselves onto the wall, which is why this is the perfect opportunity to do more fish baiting until they're just outside the maze. The crystal fish is hiding in this same labyrinth, only she's much deeper, making any sort of fish baiting nearly impossible. The longer you have to fish bait, the more obstacles you have to avoid, the harder it becomes.
Come on.
No. I failed to catch this thing several times, and even tried taking alternate pathways out, but most of them were just flooded with aggressive fish, which is worse than just dealing with the labyrinth walls, because if they get your fish, it dies and you need to wait for it to respawn. I do finally get the last jackfish I needed, and then after some practice... No, damn it. I do eventually manage to get the crystal fish out of the cave, though things get a little precarious at the end.
No, not the abyssal. No, not the abyssal. The abyssal, no. No. Oh my god.
Then it was time to catch the Mizzyfin's partner that I had neglected before, the Louisfin. I know this fish is supposed to be identical to the Mizzyfin, but for whatever reason, I found this one much harder to collect. So I make sure to switch to a rod build with the max amount of gauges and crank upgrades. That, plus some good fish baiting, allows for another easy catch. I end up getting caught up with some other work while the game's open for a while, which actually ends up being a good thing, as the next fish I catch can only be caught after going AFK. If you sit in the boat for a while in the first bay area, eventually a school of blue cuspers will flock around your ship, allowing me to catch it, and add another fish to the catalog. I unequip my quester's beret here, as a large portion of the rest of the required fish are going to be deep in the ocean, and thusly will require my explorer's hat. On the way to our next fish though, I managed to fish up a few other fish I didn't have in my catalog in the thistle, the garm, the boomfish, the fin, and the elder mustard fish. All of these go off without a hitch and can easily be added to our catalog. The next group of fish on our list is the rotolab family. But before I can even start talking about them, I need to tell you about perhaps the most annoying fish in this game, and one that, I'm not exaggerating, single-handedly brings this game down an entire number score. You see, a large chunk of our remaining fish are out in the far area called the Kelp Plateau. Kelp Plateau is pretty dead at the top, but populated with some hugely rare fish at the bottom. This obviously means you're gonna need a light bulb at all times to have any chance of seeing things. But all that pesky visibility is ruined by one single entity. One insidious villain that will travel through hell and high water just to mildly annoy you. Introducing the bulb eater. The bulb eater is an incredibly fast fish that serves no other purpose than to eat your bulb. Just comes out of nowhere, puts out your bulb, which means you gotta reel up your line and then start the whole process over again. Yep, all just to mildly inconvenience you. That is the only purpose that he serves. Now, if you're thinking, why not just kill it with a bomb? And that would work, if not for the fact that there were like 40 in this godforsaken ocean. I'm gonna do my best to make sure all my fish catches are visible with light bulbs for you guys, but occasionally I had to rely on the radar because the bulb eater coming in at just the worst time, so apologies on that. Irregardless, it was now time to target the rotolab family. This family of fish is made up of 3 fish. The mother fish Rotolab and her 2 sons, Rhodey and Lab, which is making me feel a lot better about my 2 identical sons, Shawnee and Dew. The Rotolab is impossible to be caught without first catching her children, but you can't catch the Rhodey or the Lab while the Rotolab is around, as she will just immediately break your line. So how do you solve this catch-22? Well, if you do some fish baiting for the Rhodey all the way to the top, you can then just reel up the fish in 2 seconds flat, not giving the mother an opportunity to break your line. This is decently difficult to do, as it's easy to get interrupted on your way up, but I eventually successfully pull it off. Like I said though, this method is decently difficult, so to catch the other son, I try an alternate method that's a little easier. Murdering the mother in cold blood flood, so the lav has no protection and then hopelessly lead it to its death. Much easier this way. Next up is the lemonback. This is a large fish located in the kelp labyrinth, meaning once again, catching the fish is not the problem. The chamber the lemonback is in is guarded by a whole swarm of ranas. In fact, there are so many that it takes me a full 20 minutes of straight bombing to clear them all out. But with no more distractions, I can now pull the lemonback straight to the top. While bombing some fish near the surface of the ocean, I managed to spawn a gigantic fish called the Great Cusper. I throw in a huge hook and reel him in. Even though he spawned just inches from the surface, he puts up quite a fight. It actually takes me 2 full minutes to reel him in, but I eventually do it for a whopping $500,000. After that, I go for some more easy catches like the Geiger and the Orwellian. For whatever reason, the Rotolav just keeps circling my ship, meaning I can swoop it up in 2 seconds. While exploring, I find another strange fish that I can't seem to hook up for whatever reason.
It doesn't seem super attracted to my hook. Yeah, I basically inserted it straight into his mouth. He didn't really seem to care. Okay, so we'll have to find out more about him.
So I guess I'll have to come back for him later. After another 2 easy quest completes in the Sassy and the Nightfish Sire, moves on to the Crayfin. The Crayfin's a bit of a tricky catch. First of all, he religiously falls around the Chompy and is very hesitant to bite bait of his size. You need to lure him and the Chompy to the surface to have any shot of catching them. However, the Crayfin loves to just eat small bait, making it nearly impossible to grab some medium bait for you to be able to hook him in.
Can I have 2 seconds, please?
Eventually, through pure vigilance, though, I sneak through a kingfish catch and add the crayfin to my catalog. Though the quest wants us to grab 2 of them, and I am absolutely not doing that. Yeah, I even caught 1 cat goes fishing. Also, I realize I'm sitting on $4.6 million with nothing to spend it on, so I figure it's about time to purchase the great boat already. Now, the next catch is going to end up biting me in the behind later in this playthrough. You see, I find a relatively easy fish here called the Centi. They're easy to catch, but they're in a pretty obscure location, meaning that unless you go out of your way to find them, it's likely you'll never see them. But they're pretty common in their hidden area. While I'm reeling up mine, though, a stray fish manages to sneak a bite onto the Centi. That should be no problem, right? I should just be able to head down there again and grab another Centi, this time completely whole, and have it properly added to my catalog. However, there was one small issue. While I was doing this, my girlfriend asked me about Balatro.
Basically, the best hands or high card pair, or like of a kind, I think. Flush is kind of like what you play when you get started, and then it sort of becomes like a noober strat. Skipping is generally pretty bad. Some of the worst boss blinds to go up against are the Psychic, which makes you play 5 cards because you always forget about it. You're just zoned out, and then you're like, oh, I was supposed to play 5 cards, and the hand doesn't count, and then you lose the run. Wheel of Fortune is this like tarot card that it says there's a 25% chance. It never happens.
So that'll come back to bite me later. But for now, is on to the soda fish. And yes, you heard that right, soda fish. The key to this fish is that he's got a little pouch with a soda can inside of it. The soda will fall out of his pouch, allowing you to grab it, which will let you hook the soda fish. This is a lot harder than it sounds for 2 reasons. He's right by the surface, meaning of course you need to fight with all of the other fish. Secondly, when the fish can is released, it's only available to be grabbed for a couple seconds before the soda fish swoops back down and grabs it again.
What? I totally grabbed that. Are you joking?
Okay, I guess there's actually 3 reasons.
Can you guys get out of here?
No, what? What do you mean? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? I eventually am able to hook the soda fish up, though, and once you've got him on the line, it's an easy catch.
Yes! Huge!
I think that this is the single most expensive fish we've caught so far. So now we can finally ask the question, what does a cat need $7 million for? For the following significant fish we need to catch, we need to approach the otherwise unremarkable Compass with...
Well, that didn't work at all.
I said we need to approach the otherwise unremarkable Compass with a huge hook attached. Instead of fighting the line, the Compass will actually take us to a place we would have otherwise had no way of accessing, the goldfish's lair. I love this little guy. He is determined to get us there. I mean, look at the way he weaves through all the tiny walls of the labyrinth. This is amazing.
Was that the goldfish? Oh, nice.
Now, with all those fish caught, how much longer do you think we have? I mean, I've already been playing this game for 21 hours, which is a lot for a meme game that literally has one mechanic of me just fishing over and over again. Well, guess what? We're not even 2/3 of the way done, as we've still got 12 more hours of fishing to go. I'm gonna have to start skipping past some of the insignificant fish now, and only mention the important ones. I mean, if you actually want an hour of me just going, then I caught a thresher, then I caught a goborn, then I caught the freaking bubonic plague, you need to seriously look inside yourself and wonder if the thoughts inside your brain are that scary. You actually need to be constantly filling them with the grating voice of a 26-year-old 15-year-old. Let's take a break from all the catalog filling for a second though, and instead focus on a pretty unique achievement. For this one, I need to catch the shark using only the basic rod. I get a grumper on the line with a huge hook, and then wave it in front of the dorsal to beauty.
Okay, he like puts a fight up like every time I pull, so I just need to like boop, boop, boop. I click very lightly every single time, because otherwise he's just gonna go ballistic.
This honestly isn't nearly as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I think mostly because my cat goes fishing skills have just come so far. You know, I think my mom would really be proud of me. She's live, she just doesn't watch my videos.
Come on, here we go. Boom.
Now it's time to catch that brown fish that wouldn't seem to bite my line earlier. The reason for that is because catching this fish, also known as the Duncan, is pretty complex. If you look at the Duncan's head, you can see what looks like some sort of cracked shell. Well, using the bombs, we can start to crack that shell, which will allow us to catch him. However, when he hears a bomb go off, the Duncan will flee to another part of the map, meaning we'll have to randomly search around looking for him. We need to hit him with 8 bombs before his protective shell comes flying off. With the fish now exposed, we reel him in and aww, without his shell he looks so stupid. Who's a cute little stupid looking giant fish? Damn, probably deserve that. This time I make sure to use my maxed out crank and gauge build, which goes significantly better, and I can reel in another $1 million fish. This isn't super relevant, but while trying to catch an otherwise unnoteworthy fish, something really crazy happens.
What? What? Bro just stole my fish. Is that allowed? Is that allowed? What the heck?
I also discovered that the name Boom Puff is more than just a name.
Holy crap.
It's about time I discover another important technique I discovered, quest rerolling. You see, sometimes there are certain fish that you're not able to catch until you've caught another one. For example, the dragon and the mammoth. However, the quest system isn't all that complexly thought out, and will sometimes give you the quest of a fish before you've given the quest of the earlier fish in the PEMDAS. And sometimes quests will ask you to catch 2 of something when I just have struggled for 45 minutes to even do it once, so there's no way in hell that I'm going back. Enter quest rerolls. Like we already know, if you put on the quester's beret, you get 2 additional quests. And if you take off the quester's beret, you'll lose the 2 quests you just earned, which roll in at the bottom. Under normal circumstances, this would just mean you would remove the quest that you literally just added. But when you reload Cat Goes Fishing on Steam, for whatever reason, it randomizes the order of your quests. This means that if there's a quest for a fish that you either don't want to do or can't do, if you can just keep closing and reopening the game, eventually it'll be on the bottom, and you can take off the quester's beret, and boom, bye-bye bad quest. This is insanely useful, as even all this time later, I've only completed half of the required quest I need to do. Next up on the list is the dreaded bulb eater. And since they're only interested in light, catching it can be a little difficult. You need to use some sort of glowing fish to attract the bulb eater, so I first go with the bulb fish. Since you want the fish alive, you'll need to carry the bulb fish underwater equipped with a huge hook. However, bulb fish spawn in the very first area, and bulb eaters spawn in the very last area. So you need to carry this small fish all the way across the ocean without letting a single animal take a bite. If it wasn't obvious from my tone, that's more impossible than finding a Persona fan who's actually played the game. No, there's another fish we can use for this, albeit he's much more rare and harder to find. I had to search around the kelp plateau for a good long while to find him, but eventually I locate my golden goose, Tim the fish. Yes, that's his name. I do not know why. Once we've hooked Tim, the bulb eater flies out of the woodwork in less than 2 seconds. From there, it's just a matter of easily reeling this guy in. And now it's time to embark on the longest hunt thus far, and definitely the hardest fish in the game, the ancient kingfish. See, it all starts with these green fish chilling down here. These are called buffalo fish, and they're relatively easy catches and pretty non-notable all things considered. But you may notice, similar to the Duncan, they've got this brown sort of shell in front of their nose. If you bait the buffalo fish over to this wall here and then explode the wall, he'll stay protected because of his shell, but then scared will ram into the stone wall here. This begins the ancient kingfish questline and releases his royal court out into the wild. Now, we can't just roll up and catch the ancient kingfish. Oh god, no. In sort of a Scott Pilgrim fashion, there are 5 evil fishes that we must first deal with. If we even try and catch the ancient kingfish now, they'll find a way to intervene. First up is the bishop. This is a medium-sized fish that moves insanely fast. He orbits right next to the ancient kingfish, so if you even try hooking him, the bishop will come and take the fall. These guys also respawn quick, so even if you think you've taken them all out, there's a good chance that another one just comes out of nowhere and bites your bait down. Next up, we've got the fumers. If these are all members of the kingfish's royal court, these are like the pawns. There's tons of them. They're easy to fish up, and more than anything else, they're just kind of annoying. Then we've got the cavall. I cannot tell you a single thing about the cavall. Definitely the weakest member of the king's court, sort of just like a here for the ride sort of situation. Then we've got Regina, otherwise known as the queen. She's by far the strongest member of the royal court, as she cannot be distracted with bait as long as the king's alive. And if you get the kingfish on the line, she will swerve across time and space to try and stop you. I go for the kill you and then just wait for you to respawn later method for her. But then it was time. The bishops had fallen, the fumers nowhere to be seen, and the queen slain. I put my bait line in front of the ancient kingfish, and he of course bites down on it. Oh, my light went out. What is that? What the frick was that? Yeah, that was the final member of the king's court, the Chook. Despite Chook looking like a wet fart, these things are fast, and once they sense their king is in danger, they go across the entire map in just a few seconds. This is especially problematic because unlike the other members, the Chook doesn't just stay in the general area around the kingfish. In fact, there are 4 Chooks all the way across the map. You can try and find them all and kill or catch them, but by the time you do, it's very likely that another one will have just respawned. I do my best to clear the ones in the immediate area, and just pray I can land the kingfish catch before they reach me. The kingfish is no joke because every single time you think you've dealt with one of his sidekicks, oops, guess Regina respawned now. Now you gotta start everything over again. One benefit I discovered that ends up being the deciding factor in being able to catch the kingfish is that he's impervious to bombs. This is because there's only one in the entire game, and he never respawns, so the devs didn't want to give you a way to kill him and essentially brick your save file. However, using this, I can fish bait the kingfish up, and while I'm ascending, any fish that try and interfere can be quickly tossed with an explosion. This lets me lure the kingfish all the way up, and boom, hardest fish in the game caught. In total, it only took me like an hour, which I'm actually really proud of. Then I just need to catch the last royal fish, the Regina. Once she respawns, she is so heartbroken from losing her valiant king that she barely puts up a fight. But with the royal guard slain, our expedition still isn't over, as there's actually another wall that we can lead the buffalo fish to. Upon its destruction, we're introduced to a whole other myriad of new and other exclusive fish. The fish in the area, though, are pretty unremarkable and not really worth talking about, but there's another secret that lies within. Yes, somehow within this cave inside a cave, there's another cave. This one's a bit more difficult to get to, as now I've got to lead this buffalo fish all the way across 2 caves without him getting distracted or another fish biting my line. This is called the Dig Cave, and while there's a couple of Dig Cave specific fish here, the real reason we're here is for the titular dig hat. This is not super helpful right now, but it is necessary for catching one of the game's rarest fish later on. But now it's time to catch one of the game's other rarest fish, and my pick for the fish that took me the longest in the entire game, the Magnalab. To catch the Magnalab, you first need to head out far from the shore. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think genuinely 5 people have ever played this game literally ever, so there's not a ton of literature on it. So I read some obscure Reddit post that says I need to go all the way out by the cell hut. Why this is relevant will become apparent soon. If you AFK away from the shore long enough, you'll eventually see the Magnalab appear deep on your radar. However, you cannot catch it here. If you try to, you'll scare the Magnalab off and have to start the whole process again. What you need to do is slowly inch your boat back towards shore. And I mean slowly. Like, you need to be moving inches at a time. You need to go all the way back to the shore. From where I started, it took me literally 7 minutes of just straight inching. Then, once you finally make it back to shore, you need to get off your boat and hop on the shore. Once there, you need to slowly lower your bait down into the water, killing off any and all other fish that get in your way on the path down. And seriously, look how slowly you have to go. I mean, I'm barely moving here, and I still ended up scaring the Magnalab away. So then I've got to start the entire process over again. The waiting, the inching, the I've accidentally mouse clicked, and if I ever let my bait touch the water for even a millisecond, the Magnalab runs off scared. Waiting, inching, land on shore, lower.
Did it seriously get scared from just that? Are you joking? I was barely even moving the goddamn hook. Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I repeat the entire process, and I've scared him off again. Oh my god.
Oh, dang it. I hate this thing.
I go to the wiki to see what I'm doing wrong, and it turns out, despite what I read, that you need to have the sinker equipped, you actually have to do the exact opposite in unequipped sinker. Your hook falling so quickly ends up scaring off the Magnalab. I also learned that you don't need to start all the way in Guam like I thought, but it's totally fine to start around the edge of the open sea. This saves tons of time between attempts, and I don't need to inch back for nearly as long. Now, you might be thinking, without sinker, how could you possibly get your hook low enough to catch the Magnalab? That's where flick comes in. I can repeatedly flick downwards to slowly but surely make my way down. Even without sinker, though, this is by no means easy. Watch as just one short lift undoes all my progress and scares off the creature. After a straight hour of trying, I finally make it back to shore and have managed to get the Magnalab's correct depth.
I see him. I see him. Come on, baby. Come on. Yes. Yes. Please. 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 Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. Come on. Just bite it already. Oh my god, it's basically in your mouth. Come on. Just bite it. Oh, the anticipation's killing me. Just bite it. It's already down your gullet. I can't tell if he's on the line, is he? What do you guys think? No! I thought he was on the line! What? He seemed like he was on the line! No! Are you joking? He's done? I didn't even freaking do anything! What do you mean he's done? That scared him off! One misclick! He's looking at my thing. Maybe slow, but he is looking at my bait. I can see him on the radar. He's staring at it. On. Please. Let's go. Come on. Bite my little bait. Why don't you wanna bite my little bait? Just take a tasty chomp. Take your teeth, munch it down. Magnalab, take my bait. Oh, Magnalab, take my bait. If this Magnalab just takes my bait, then I'll be fine and I'm feeling real nice. Sniff on the bait, chew on the bait. Please don't wait. This is a good rate. You might be late if you just wait to please Jump on my bait, jump on my bait, jump on my bait. If the Magna-LoZ does not jump on my bait. Come on, get out of here, you stupid cuspers. Has he bitten it yet? I cannot tell. What? I didn't have a mega hook. I thought I had the mega hook equipped. Oh my god, that is so tragic. What did I even do that time? I can't even conceive of what I possibly did. Okay. He's looking at my thing. I'm just not gonna move now. Not gonna touch the keyboard at all. No hands on the keyboard, no hands on nothing. Mr. Magna-LoZ. Okay, but he could still bite onto that, right? Come on. Can't tell. Is he on the hook? How is this not count? I don't even have anything to say. I have nothing. No words. No nothing. Eating my carrots. I'm eating some carrots. Eating my carrots. It's pretty good. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Yes! Please. 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 I'm not gonna say anything until I pull him up. Come on. Please. 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 Yes! 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 Yes, after 2.5 hours straight of Magna-LoZ farming, I was finally done. It was on to the Cuda now for me. Cuda is a rather annoying fish that hangs out in the kelp plateau. Most people know it for just constantly breaking your lines, as they can break them in record time. This is because unlike most fish, the Cuda doesn't struggle against your line. In that scenario, you can just let go of the crank a little until the tension eases up, a little cat and mouse sort of game. The Cuda, on the other hand, just constantly adds pressure to the line at the same rate, not pulling at all. There's nothing you can do to fight it, nothing you can do to stop it. That means your only option for catching it is to try and fish bait all the way to the top of the water. However, the Cuda is also really fast, and even with 5 improved cranks, I'm unable to outrun it. Now, what you have to do instead is constantly be flicking upwards anytime it gets close. This is a careful dance, though, because if you spam it, your flicks will start doing basically nothing. Okay, I think I bungled this. I think I'm the bungler today. Oh, I think I bungled. I think I bungled. I think I bungled. No, what? That should have counted. I wasn't even the bungler. The key is figuring out the perfect frequency of flicks. Yep. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. This is actually exactly what I wanted. Oh my god, it actually was! The Smarty is a bit of a weird fish, as it's the only one that you need to intentionally stick your bait to the bottom of the floor to attract. Why are you Magna-LoZing me? Let's go, pick up the pace, brother! However, after a while of waiting, the Smarty finally bites and we can cross another fish off the list. Then it was time to tackle one of the other most difficult fish in the game, the Problematicus. This is what we needed the dig hat for all those years ago. If you equip the dig hat and then fling your rod backwards onto the shore, you'll be able to fish up a unique type of bait, a worm. The worm is a medium-sized bait that's only real purpose is catching the Problematicus. Also equip the cardinal hat, as it says it'll launch my hook further when casting, which you're about to see is extremely useful here. We need to head all the way to the edge of the map and take the boat as far as we can go. Then from there, we need to try and launch the hook as far as we can past the edge of the map. To go as far as I can, I attach a rocket to the hook as well, which is also propelled by the cardinal even further. From there, if I manage to flick even further, I can see the behemoth that is the Problematicus. Unfortunately, he's not at all interested in my bait, as I realize that the cardinal hat gives you an exclusive bait type when it enters the water, replacing the worm that I should be using. So I gotta go all the way back to shore, switch hats, fish up another worm, and then head all the way back. Even with all that done, it's still a struggle to get the Problematicus to see my line, as he lies far outside the confines of the reachable map. Eventually, though, I do manage to get his attention, and from there, I fish bait him to the top. I know in a fight, I stand no chance against this thing, so just swinging it in from the top is a no-brainer. This ends up working out perfectly, and the Problematicus doesn't even have a second to fight, giving me the win. But with that, when I head back to the shore, something weird happens. No matter what I try, I can't seem to get a new quest. Now, I'll explain the reason for this later, but I just gotta keep it in mind for now. We've got just a few fish left to catch, so of course their capture methods are gonna start getting even more complicated. First up is the trick, which I need to change the date and time to my computer for Halloween. We can quickly scoop them up during the Halloween event and add another to the collection. But that doesn't stop the time traveling, as we need to go to April 29th, which funnily enough is my birthday. This glorious day is one of a few special ones that allows you to encounter the rare shaku fish. Now, this might be my single most hated fish in the game, seriously, even more than the Magna-LoZ. The way to catch this fish is just so stupid. See, for the first time, we need to actually use the swimming mechanic and swim all the way down to the seafloor where the shaku lies. The problem with that is that the swimming mechanic is awful. For one, if you just try and swim down there, you know how every other swimming mechanic has ever worked ever, you'll run out of oxygen. No, instead what you need to do is slowly tap on the arrow keys to slowly inch yourself down, as that will give you more momentum and let you make it down. This is because your oxygen bar is based on the amount you move underwater, not the time you spent underwater. Because what sense would that that make?
The final thing I hate about the swing mechanic is that you don't get to give off any light when you're swimming, which means to see what you're actually doing, you need to be going at the same pace as your fishing line, which means you got to do this insane balancing act using both your mouse and the arrow keys, and oh my god, I hate this so much. Once you actually get down there now, you need to force the shaku's eyes open so that he sees the bait. But while you're trying to swim, you also need to guard your hook to make sure no other fish bites it. If you do all that, it should look like this. But then, once you hook it, you actually have to do it blind, because if you try and swim back to your boat, there's no way you're gonna make it in time or have enough oxygen. I have a lot of rage clips here that I'm going to edit out to try and leave myself with some dignity, which is truly saying something. Finally, I come up with the strategy of swimming right on the actual hook, which lets me see while I reel. This finally works, and after 45 minutes, I have the shaku. With that caught, we've only got 4 fish left, and they're all pretty unique. The first one is the magmar, a large fish too hot to be caught and will otherwise burn up our line. What you need to do is carry the glacier fish all the way from the other side of the map to it. This is a pretty long journey, as the magmar spawns in the kelp plateau and the glacier fish spawns in one of the first areas of the game, though it is greatly helped by the fact that it's a medium fish as opposed to a small one. Eventually, I managed to cross the sea with this little ice guy. Then I just need to hold the glacier fish above the magmar, cooling him down to a stone form and allowing me to catch him. Next up is the bomb big, and oh my god, that's a big bombat. What you need to do here is explode a boom puff on him and then come back with a large bait and you can scoop him up. Now, the ghost is probably the most unique fish in the game. You see, instead of actually being a fish, it's the soul of the torby, the fish that we made go extinct all those hours ago. To catch it, you need to be fishing during a storm. Now, normally this would be difficult to set up, but I actually realized how storms work now. You see, nighttime always happens for the last 10 minutes in an hour based off your computer's clock. And if you're wearing the nightfall cap, the last 10 minutes are always stormy instead. That means by changing my computer's date and time, I can easily make it storm whenever I want. From there, I need to cast my rod at the exact same time as the lightning strikes. Since lightning is completely random and happens in an instant, I just need to sit here spamming my fishing rod until it manages to line up. When it does, I see an image. It's the ghost of the torby that I stole from this world. My day of reckoning is here. Once in the water, I can see the all-bone skeleton corpse of the torby, and oh cool, I can fish that up too. I guess even your revenge from beyond the grave can go extinct. The final fish of the game, I need to turn my computer's clock back to the release date of Cat Goes Fishing. If I do, a new exclusive fish called the cuttlecanth will spawn in the cave right here. The cuttlecanth doesn't put up much of a fight, meaning we've now fully completed the Cat Goes Fishing catalog. Oh, I guess not. Well, let me just go through every single fish in the catalog and see which one I'm missing from the wiki, and then I lose power due to a natural disaster. But when I come back to my game a few days later, my save file was completely gone. I guess losing power so suddenly nuked my game, meaning that I lost all my progress seconds from the finish line. Legitimately, this was like the saddest I've ever been recording a video. All that work just gone to waste. But then I realized that Cat Goes Fishing has backup saves for whatever reason, meaning we are so bad. Then I realized that the missing fish was a centi from my Brolachro from before, and after fishing him up, yes, I was finally done. Now, just one achievement laid before me, complete 100 quests. But now it's time to revisit the quest bug that I experienced earlier. You see, quests in this game are extremely bugged. For some reason, the game will only give you quests for fish you haven't caught yet, meaning that not completing the 100 quest achievements is basically guaranteed by the end of a playthrough. But this bug was so difficult to fix, so ingrained in the game's code, instead of actually fixing it, the dev just instead added a button that says reset catalog. By doing this, you actually reset your whole catalog, but you can earn more quests, starting with the very first ones again. By duping my save file, I can use all the upgrades I earned this whole game and just farm some easy fish quests. And anytime I'm offered anything hard, I can just reset the catalog again, grab some more easy pickups. In doing this, I eventually grabbed the achievement for completing 100 quests. Now it's time to get the true ending of the game, which can easily be obtained by swimming onto a large fish as nightfall hits and seeing where the little fishies go at night. They go outside the map for some reason. Cool, roll credits. And that was 100% of Cat Goes Fishing. So what did I think? It was alright. Honestly, it got really repetitive over the course of the 34 hours that this took me. I definitely had the most fun at the beginning, as back then, fishing up these huge fish just felt incredible. Eventually, the fish catching conditions just got so specific that I was like, meh, I don't know. Give it a try if you like fishing. Thank you all for watching, and let me know what game you want me to 100% next. Bye!